It's great working with Chris. On the one hand, he was the inventor of this technology, this semiconductor sequencing-based technology that allows tests to be run rapidly in a hospital. But it's not just the technology, it's that vision to see how a semiconductor chip can change healthcare.
So I chose Sam because Sam has this passion for physics, electronics and biochemistry. And he's one of the very few people that really knows how to drive medical device technology, particularly technologies that are disruptive.
And lastly, the passion he puts into things and the charisma he brings is inspiring to our company, and it's inspiring to our customers in the healthcare system.
A PhD student and I were working in the laboratory at Imperial, and it was one of those what-if moments. What happens if we put DNA on a microchip? And that was the eureka moment. The microchip switched on. And it switched on because effectively we were providing sort of a DNA nucleic acid to a chip which provided enough acidic response to turn on the semiconductor. But that was the birth of semiconductor sequencing. Most laboratories are bigger than this room that do sequencing. You've got sequencing machines, you've got extraction, you've got pipettes, you've got white coats. We've replaced that entire laboratory with a cartridge that goes into a desktop-sized computer, and that can be taken out of the lab and put anywhere.
DNAe is the only sequencing company developing a test that can be run rapidly, right in the local facility at the point of need, and can be run by non-specialists, delivering the results that doctors and patients urgently need.
So one of the most important things is the ability to do the test really, really quickly at the point of need. I mean, and this is why we're suffering today, because we can't do that. We can't sequence at the point of need. You know, it takes 3 or 4 days to do a culture.
We're making DNA sequencing so simple that it can revolutionize care for patients in hospitals and clinics for a range of diseases. We're realizing the holy grail of push-button sequencing, where the user can simply load the sample and the device provides them a clinically relevant report.
I think we're entering a renaissance of diagnostics. Getting a comprehensive answer when and where you need it, whether it's in infectious disease or in oncology, is the fundamental benefit of using this platform.
I mean, not many people know that 50% of people that die in hospitals today don't die from the disease they go into hospitals to necessarily die from. They die from infectious disease. And we've seen today, even with viruses like corona, sepsis in hospitals. You know, this is pandemic.
Sepsis is the most expensive disease treated in US hospitals today. This is a huge problem, both in terms of lives and in terms of the economic cost. Providing rapid results in hours instead of days can save lives, which will also enable shorter length of stay and healthcare savings. For cancer patients, a rapid test that can be run in concert with a routine visit can get them the right treatment sooner, as well as to drastically reduce patient anxiety.
DNA electronics is really leading the way for decentralized point-of-care technologies, particularly when we need to sequence the pathogen or the virus. It's so, so important. And the FDA have recognized that. And that's great news because they've given us breakthrough device designation.
The FDA has recognized that DNA not only has a unique technology, but that it stands poised to revolutionize the way healthcare is practiced. This has tremendous benefits. DNA can have more frequent interactions with the FDA, and this greatly smooths the process of validating the device and clearing it for market. DNAe has a substantial IP portfolio. We have over 55 patent families protecting this approach. That includes some of the fundamental original patents on semiconductor sequencing. All of the enabling technologies that allow the work of a sequencing lab to be performed inside a desktop device, all of those technologies are strongly protected. DNAe was awarded a contract worth up to $51.9 million of non-dilutive funding from the US government through BARDA. We've recently unlocked the last phase of that contract that will take us right up to the point of clinical trials. Sequencing direct from the sample, all in a single device, effectively replacing the work of an entire sequencing lab, this is a world's first.
Having been involved in sequencing for the last 20 years, it's very exciting to see the whole field moving into the diagnostic space and DNA electronics leading the way.
We're now at a really exciting time because we've done the years of research and we've now shown and de-risked all of the technology. We've now shown we can sequence direct from a raw blood sample. Now we can see the finish line, and we're taking that last step to take it to clinical trials and to market.
I remember a statement that Louis Pasteur always said, it's the microbe which is going to have the last word. Well, I actually think it's the microchip that's going to have the last word with DNA electronics.